Google just upgraded NotebookLM. What if you didn't have to upload a single file to start your research? What if the tool went and found the sources for you, then built a report, the slides, the spreadsheet? That's not a someday thing. That's NotebookLM right now. Google just changed it in a big way. Let me show you what's different. Hey, I'm Ava. I help people learn AI tools and actually put them to work, not just collect tabs you'll never open. This NotebookLM update is one of the bigger ones I've seen all year. So stay with me. I'll show you what changed, the upgrade almost nobody is mentioning, and how I'd actually use it for real work. Let's dig in. So let's get the big picture first. For about 3 years, NotebookLM worked one way. You brought your own files, dropped them in, and it read them, summarized them, answered your questions, and made those podcast-style audio overviews people love. It was great, but passive. It only knew what you handed it. This update flips that on its head. Now, NotebookLM can think harder, find sources on its own, run real code, and build finished files you can download. It went from a tool you feed to a tool that works with you. Let's start with what's under the hood. NotebookLM now runs on Gemini 3.5 and a system called Antigravity. Translation: it's smarter and it slips up less. It handles huge, messy stacks of information way better than before. Google tested the new version head-to-head against the old one, and the new one came out ahead most of the time. On big documents, it won almost 70% of those matchups. On digging up and combining sources from the web, it won close to 80%. But the piece I like most is you can now watch it think. It lays out the steps it took to reach an answer. So instead of just hoping it's right, you can see how it got there and catch a slip before it matters. Here's how I'd use that for the AI Profit Boardroom. I'd feed it a big stack of our call notes and resource docs and ask it to spot the questions members keep circling back to. Since it shows it's thinking now, I can see exactly why it pulled each one, and that means I can trust the list. Then I'd turn that into a batch of content aimed at the exact things AI Profit Boardroom members are trying to figure out next. That fills a content calendar fast. Now here's the upgrade I think is sneaky important, and barely anyone is talking about it. NotebookLM used to need you to come prepared with your files already lined up. Not anymore. Now you can start with nothing but a loose question in your head. You type in what you're curious about, and it helps you build your source list right there in the chat. It'll even use Google Search to find solid, relevant material on the web and pull it in for you. Want sources in another language? It'll grab them, like an author, and want more of their work? It tracks it down. That blank page problem, where you don't even know where to begin, basically disappears. And before you worry about it going rogue and stuffing junk into your notebook, it doesn't. You stay in charge the whole time. You decide which sources stay and which get cut, and everything it adds gets labeled clearly so you always know where each piece came from. That matters because the moment you build something off these sources and show it to other people, you want to know it's grounded in stuff you trust. This is what makes it feel like a real research assistant now. Here's how I'd put that to work for the AI Profit Boardroom. I'd point it at a brand new AI tool nobody's broken down yet, let it find the best sources itself, and pull the key points into one clean place. Then I'd shape that into a clear walkthrough we add inside the AI Profit Boardroom, so members get the breakdown while the tool is still fresh, not 3 months later. One loose idea in, a finished resource out. Okay, now the part that sounds the most techie but is honestly the coolest. So let me make it simple. Every notebook now comes with its own secure cloud computer. Here's what that actually means. NotebookLM can now write and run real code quietly in the background on Google's servers. You don't install anything. You don't write a single line of code. You don't even see it happening unless you want to. It just uses that power to do deeper work for you. Think about what that unlocks. Before, an AI like this could talk about your information. Now it can actually roll up its sleeves and work with it. It can run the numbers, sort huge lists, clean up messy data, and put everything in order, all on its own. On top of that, it comes with more than 100 built-in skills. The easiest way to picture those is like a toolbox it already knows how to use. You don't have to teach it. You don't have to walk it through every step. It already knows how to handle a pile of common jobs, so you just say what you want and it reaches for the right tool. That's the jump from a chatbot that hands you words to something that can carry out a real task from start to finish. And because all of it runs on Google's side, your own machine isn't doing the heavy lifting. You could be on a basic laptop and still get the same muscle, which is a real win if your computer isn't exactly a powerhouse. This little cloud computer is the engine that makes the rest of this update possible. The smarter answers, the file building, the analysis. It all leans on this thing humming away behind every single notebook. Now, if you're sitting there thinking you want to actually use this properly, this is exactly the stuff we dig into inside the AI Profit Boardroom. When a big update like this one drops, we break it down together so you know how to set up your notebooks and pull clean outputs instead of messy ones. We run live coaching calls where you can hop on, share your screen, and ask about your own setup and get unstuck on the spot instead of guessing for a week. and you get the prompts and the structure to follow, so you're not starting from a blank screen every time. If NotebookLM is a tool you want to get really good at, the AI Profit Boardroom is the room where that actually happens. All right, let's talk about the payoff, the thing you actually walk away with. This is the part that takes NotebookLM from interesting to genuinely useful. It can now build real, finished files. Not a wall of text you have to copy out and reformat yourself. Actual files you download and use. Let me run through what it can make. It can build full PDF reports with charts and tables baked right in. It can create spreadsheets in Excel. It can make slide decks in PowerPoint. It can spin up charts and visuals as image files. It can even generate images using Nano Banana and hand you clean data files like CSV and JSON when you need the raw stuff. So whatever your end goal is, there's probably a format for it now. Need something polished to send to someone? Ask for the PDF. Need numbers you can sort and play with? Ask for the spreadsheet. Need to present an idea? Slides. And all of it shows up right in the studio panel on the side, ready to download. You're not hunting around for it. But here's my favorite part, and it's easy to miss. Once it builds something, you can still edit it. So if your slide deck is almost perfect, but slide 4 is off, you just fix slide 4. You don't blow up the whole thing and start over like the old days. You give it clear instructions up front, telling it the format you want, the style, and what to include. It pulls everything together from your sources, and you get a real finished file at the end. That's the whole shift in one sentence. It used to hand you words. Now it hands you the actual document, the actual deck, the actual spreadsheet, done and ready to go. Here's how I'd lean on that for the AI Profit Boardroom. When we're putting together onboarding material, I'd ask it to take our existing notes and build a clean PDF guide and a simple slide deck in one pass. Then those become the resources new AI Profit Boardroom members actually open on day 1. Same notes in, finished material out. In a fraction of the time it would take to build all of it by hand. So who actually gets this right now? Google is rolling it out on the web first for people on its top AI Ultra plan, plus certain workspace business accounts, and they'll widen it to more people over time. So if you don't see it yet, you're not missing a setting, it just hasn't reached you. These rollouts usually spread out over the following weeks, so keep checking. Before you go, a few quick tips so you actually get good stuff out of it. 1. Always open the thinking steps and skim them. It's the quickest way to catch a wrong turn before it lands in your file. 2. Be specific. The clearer you are about the format, the style, and what to include, the better the result. Vague in, vague out. 3. Remember you can edit after it builds, so don't redo everything over one small thing. 4. Even though it can find sources for you now, still go through them and toss anything you don't trust, because the output is only as good as what goes in. And 5. Pick the right format for the job so the file matches how you'll use it. Get those 5 right, and this thing saves you serious time. If you want the full process, the SOPs, and 100+ AI use cases just like this one, join the AI Success Lab. The links are in the comments and the description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 75,000 members who are crushing it with AI. Here's the honest truth about a tool like this. The second you use it for real, questions pop up. Your outputs come out a little off. You're not sure which sources to keep. You can't quite word the prompt to build what's in your head. That's the whole reason the AI Profit Boardroom exists. You get the walkthroughs, the live calls where we work through your actual projects together, the roadmaps that keep you moving instead of stalling out, and the prompts so you're never stuck staring at an empty box. Come join us. Bring whatever you're stuck on, and we'll work through it with you. I'll see you inside. Head over to aprofitboardroom.com.